ARGUS EstateMaster now integrates with Microsoft SharePoint, allowing it to directly interact with files stored in online document libraries. Using the ARGUS EstateMaster app launcher, you first create a connection to your SharePoint account and then add the different SharePoint sites that you wish the application to access. Then within ARGUS EstateMaster DF and DM, you will be given the option to browse for your files stored on these SharePoint sites, to download and open them within the application. Once your work is complete, you can save the files back to SharePoint, updating the file version history in the process. We have introduced multi-window support to make it easier and faster to interact between the different worksheet tabs in your ARGUS EstateMaster models. You can now create as many windows as you like and then arrange them on your screen, making it easier for you to link or copy cells between worksheets or to view how changes to project variables instantly impact the different outputs, for example on the summary or cash flow reports. We have added 12 new project variables that can be sensitized, including all the main project costs and revenues, as well as cost escalation, revenue escalation, and rent review rates. You can conduct a quick stress test on these new variables by adjusting their variation rates in the scenario analysis section, instantly identifying their impact in the KPIs to the right. You can also sensitize these new variables using the one-way what-if analysis features, selecting low, mid and high variations for each one. They can also be selected as one of the variables to test in the two-way what-if analysis. Once the sensitivity function is run, the results are displayed in their corresponding tables and charts. In this latest release, you can now define miscellaneous costs to be entered as either a percentage of project costs or gross rent. These costs can also be set up to be paid pro rata with rental income, ideal for scenarios where ongoing maintenance costs and other expenses need to be tied directly with the operational phase of a project. We realise that every project is different, and modelling flexibility is key to ensure accurate forecasting. That is why we continually enhance the way users can model their input assumptions. Car parking can now be entered separately for each tenancy, allowing you to enter the number of spaces and its associated rent for both the initial lease term and also upon reletting. All the key build-to-rent performance indicators can now be compared side by side for each development scenario in ARGUS EstateMaster DF. You store build-to-rent feasibility as one of your options. In addition to the overall project summary, the development and investment phase metrics for each scenario are also displayed at the bottom of the Consolidate tab, allowing you to easily identify which is yielding the highest returns. More costs are now being automatically apportioned to their respective stages rather than assumed to be global costs that need to be manually allocated. In ARGUS EstateMaster DF and DM, sales commission, along with the various tenancy costs such as outgoings, letting fees and incentives, are all now being allocated to their stage on the stage cash flow and summary reports, whilst in ARGUS EstateMaster DM, this improvement has also been extended to capitalised sales. Circular references in any formulae you write in ARGUS EstateMaster, while may be beneficial in some scenarios, can slow down the calculation performance of your model. It is why we have redeveloped our data validation function that no longer relies on your installed version of Microsoft Excel, but a more powerful third-party component that detects circular references significantly faster than before. In previous versions, where it may have taken 5-10 minutes or even longer to run, often timing out, you now get results within seconds, allowing you to identify and resolve any issues without unnecessary delay. If you define any of your cost or revenue items as a manual input with the code M in the reference mode field, you can now decide whether these line items get overridden with actuals during the import process or get skipped. leaving whatever custom formula or value was originally entered in them. This is helpful where you may be managing your actuals for a line item on another worksheet and then linking them across to the cash flow, allowing you to maintain those links as you progress month to month. A similar enhancement has been introduced with loan fees and interest. If you don't have actual data available for a specific loan, rather than the application setting the interest and fees to 0 during the import process, you can leave the cost code blank and configure the application to keep the default finance calculations in place. In ARGUS EstateMaster DM, you now have more control over how actuals are imported into your cash flow.